Hey, welcome to Final Call. It's the weekend of June 2nd. Final Call is when you get in your pre-orders for books that are coming out about a month from now. So this is our final opportunity as a retailer to order comic books for you. There's a lot to talk about this week. The theme is Swimsuits, Milestones, and Batman. So let's get into it. DC, it has a lot of Batman books coming out. A lot of new printings of old stuff, a lot of new printings of new miniseries that are being collected. We're going to talk about a few, call out some. There is a new printing of Nightfall, when Batman gets his back broken. There is a collected edition of Batman The Audio Adventures. Martine, you enjoyed that book, right?
Yes, great book based off of the podcast that came out on Spotify from HBO. I had the chance to meet the artist at Phillipsburg Comic Con, and he sold me on the book. So just, little tip for you guys, if you ever meet any creators, ask them what they're working on. You might get a new book out of it.
Absolutely. The one I'm going to call out is Gotham City Year One. So in the long history of Year One storylines, we've had a lot, the biggest being Batman Year One. There was a new Gotham City Year One miniseries that started in 2022. It just finished recently by Tom King writing and Phil Hester on art. Personally, I think this might be some of Phil Hester's best art of his entire career. The book is excellent. It's a bit of a Lindbergh baby kidnapping type story with the history of Gotham City, and the story revolves around Private Eye Slam Bradley from old school detective comics. It's excellent. Highly recommend you check it out, and it's in the collected edition now. We also have a new printing of Under the Red Hood, which sees Jason Todd come back from the death and take over the mantle of the Red Hood. This is a deluxe hardcover edition, so maybe check that out. There is a Batman Adventures omnibus coming out, which collects the first 31 issues of Batman Adventures, including issue 12, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. And finally, there are some Batman manga books coming out. So this is a new thing I think DC's trying. They've done Batman manga before, but these are new stories by contemporary manga creators. There's one called Operation Joker, where it's a Joker story where Joker adopts a child.
Weird.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work out very well. And one that is a Batman book called Justice Buster.
Fantastic title.
Yes. And then, so that's all the Batman stuff we're talking about. Let's get into DC swimsuit variants. We're getting into the summer months, and DC is doing a swimsuit variant thing for the summer. So there's a couple of swimsuit variants on this week's FOC or final call, but we will start to see them more and more. So make sure you check Final Call each week, or come and see us in the shop so you don't miss any of these sexy swimsuit costumes. There's one for Action Comics and one for Detective Comics in final order. So you'll see the covers around here somewhere.
Yep.
That Otto Schmidt one is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's all we've got for DC. Let's move on to Marvel. Here we are from Milestones. Captain America 750. What do we got to say?
Yeah, if you've been reading the Cold War kind of storyline they've been having between both of the Cap books.
Yep.
This is basically the fallout from all of that, dealing with the consequences of that. Some new storyline starts. I think Sharon Carter's in this prominently. We'll get some ideas about where Sam's shield came from.
Yep.
And there's going to be some other short stories within this oversized book. Or not oversized, but, longer book than normal. I think it's meant to be like a special.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Lots of covers. We'll show some of those covers over there.
I like the Gary Frank one. That might be the main cover, but that one's my favorite, I think.
But definitely a pickup if you're a big Cat fan like myself.
Yes. Continuing our Milestone final order video, we've got Moon Knight 25. This isn't a huge milestone, but there are some cool covers for this book. The Art Germ one is really nice, I think. And there's also a Frank Miller cover. Frank Miller recently was in the Twitter sphere. Not personally, he wasn't there, but a lot of people were arguing about his artwork, whether or not he is a legend or if he should retire. I have no opinions. Maybe you do. Comment below, I guess.
Comment below, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Also, though,
here's the cover that he drew for this book.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Moon Knight 25 will also be the comic appearance of Scarlet Scarab.
Yep.
Layla will be introduced into the comic world from, you might remember, the Moon Knight Disney Plus series.
Correct.
So this will be a must pick up if you want to make sure that you have her first appearance.
Yep.
And then there will be another Moon Knight book.
Yeah, a new miniseries called City of the Dead. and that she is also in that book too. And that book looks pretty cool. So maybe check that out too. There's some cool covers for that as well.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to some more indie stuff. Barnstormers. It's a Dark Horse book. It is Scott Snyder and Tula Lute. Lute? Yes. So this is more of Scott Snyder's Comixology original series. So like We Have Demons and Clear with artist Francis Manipul, Greg Capullo with We Have Demons. Clear also has a trade paperback on Final Order this week too. Barnstormers is the next Comixology original series that Dark Horse is now publishing in the 3 prestige format books. They're like double-sized comics. So it's basically a 6-issue miniseries in 3 issues, and they're about the same price of one comic. So it's good value for a story. Tula Lute is an excellent artist. I believe she's British. Check it out. Azula.
Yes, the new Avatar: The Last Airbender graphic novel.
Yep.
Azula and the Spirit Temple, I believe, is what the title's called. It's following Azula after she's running amok in the Fire Nation right now, trying to mess up Zuko's stees, for lack of a better word. This is set after like the series. Obviously, if you've been following these graphic novels, they're all sequel stories. They're fantastic. They're all great. I've been reading every single one of them. I'm sure most of us have been enjoying them. But this is the newest one. And these don't come out in single issues, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to make sure that you grab one, definitely order this ahead of time because, we usually get enough copies, but never know. You never know.
Right. Yeah. So, if you're looking for new Avatar stories, here's the next one. Okay, and the last thing we're going to call out is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual 2023. The story's called what? Out of Time?
Out of Time. Something like that.
Out of Time.
Yeah.
The reason we're calling this out because, if you look at the cover, it's a fairly familiar looking face if you're a Last Ronin fan. Possibly the regular Turtles crossing over with the Last Ronin turtle. Maybe.
Spicy.
Yeah. So check out this annual. There's a couple of different covers to see.
The Turtles have just been a fan favorite for staff here. We all love the Turtles series, so pick it up. And then there's another Turtles book.
Yes, tell me.
Ooh, this one's a big one. Turtles Stranger Things.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So the kids from Hawkins go to New York for a trip, and they get into some hijinks with those teenage turtles. So this is, I know a lot of people have been asking for this. I know that it's been constantly being marketed, and there's a lot of covers. So
that Daniel Warren Johnson one.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of pretty sick right there. So this is worth, I think, giving it a look-see and reserving your copy before it might sell out. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's it.
That's all we've got for Final Order.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on everything, and follow us and use Comics Hub to reserve all copies of these books that we talked about and more. Check out the Comics Hub this week because honestly,
and if you don't know how to work it, come and see us. We'll explain it all to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that,
we'll see you next week.
Duffy, do the thing.